Very good morning. Today we'll be talking about the soft methods of innovation management as a part of module 2. What do you mean when you say soft methods of innovation management? See, these are basically tools which would help you transform an idea into a commercial success because, as we've spoken about in the entirety of the last module, it is an innovation only when it is commercially successful. Additionally, soft methods are seen as a range of tools, different techniques, different methodologies, which help all commercial companies to adapt to changing circumstances and meet challenges in the market. So, the focus of soft methods is on improvements. The aim of improvements is to help distinguish a company from its competitors, or it helps you consolidate your company's presence in the marketplace. Now, look at the features of soft methods. It's the ability to cope with teamwork, mutual cooperation. You need to take advantage or be compatible with ICT, information and communication technologies, primarily the internet. You need to look at diffusion of information, meaning information which is being spread from one source to the other. Generalization or making specific ideas used, and these are applicable in soft methods. Just bear with me for a couple of minutes. I'll actually show you what these soft methods are. Soft methods can be copyrighted, they can be patented. So shortly we will also talk about something called intellectual property. I'm sure everyone is aware of this. Soft methods help address specific topics, or they look at areas of general concern. Soft method takes readily accessible information, takes certain benchmarks and applies it in order to make an innovation successful. Soft methods also look at the phase of the innovation cycle, meaning is it in an ideation phase? Is the innovation taking shape? Is the innovation going to be commercialized? Is the innovation a success? Is the innovation in a state of maturity? So, this is what your phase of innovation cycle actually means. Additionally, soft methods are going to look at the application of the innovation, measurement, analysis of how the innovation is performing, degrees of development of the innovation, availability. So, your marketing basics, I hope you remember 4Ps: product, price, place, and promotion. So, here it takes the 4Ps into regard when you talk about product development, product pricing, product availability, and promotions. Soft method also looks at the competencies and expertise of people and other resources, because these are methods which need to be implemented and maintained. Soft methods are strictly contingent on the learning curve of people. Some people learn faster, some people learn a little slow. So, organizational learning needs to consider all different types of learners. These methods are also measured by the value that it delivers. And who measures it? The managers within the firm are the measurement authority. What is the direct impact it has on competitiveness? And last but certainly not the least, we look at the usefulness. How does it help reduce cost? How does it help solve specific problems? These are questions to be answered. Now, without further ado, these are the soft methods or tools of innovation management. Firstly, you have something called knowledge management. It utilizes the knowledge of people, of certain processes within the firm or technologies. It helps generate information, capture information, and ultimately apply that information in the organization to generate innovations. Like you have financial audits, you also have something called a knowledge audit. Look at important documents, look at information systems, conduct interviews with representative staff in different functions, have questionnaires to understand the kind of knowledge which flows in the company, analyze this information and knowledge flows. They develop something called knowledge maps, capturing extant knowledge and existing knowledge and developing it into a beautiful map. And this helps you prepare a plan of action. Knowledge mapping. Now, once you've done your knowledge audit, you understand what information you have, understand the relationship between knowledge and market dynamics. So, once you map that knowledge, once you survey people, audit it, synthesize that information, it helps generate innovations. Also, knowledge mapping looks at what personal competencies and proficiencies people have. As a group, what competencies and proficiencies people possess. IPR management, as I told you, intellectual property rights. Innovation management looks at protecting the right of the company over certain products, certain processes, certain services. Also, the company's name and brand as such. So, corporate intellectual capital looks at the value of that brand in terms of copyrights, in terms of sub brands, in terms of certain patents, certain trademarks, becomes very crucial. And IPR ultimately is going to have an impact on the commercial results which are obtained out of the company's innovation activity and process. Technology watch. So, this is very important. Companies need to continuously study advances in the market, because if you don't notice an advance in time, it can come back to bite you as a threat. How can you do a technology watch? Identify your clients, determine who the targets of your watch are, find out who is going to provide information, organize the information once you collect it, find out how you're going to use that information, coordinate with other internal departments in your organization, apply that information, and make an innovation out of it. Patent analysis. It enables or makes the researchers and business executives understand how the competitive landscape is before you engage in R&D, before you try bringing your own patents, before you try coming up with mergers and acquisitions. You need to understand whether these innovations have been patented already. If not, it becomes a very costly exercise. The next one, business intelligence, which looks at studying your internal business environment, external business environment, capturing information, filtering that information, analyzing the information very strategically, and distributing business intelligence, which is basically information that is useful for an enterprise in its process of innovation. Some other methods are, you're aware, when you go to a clothing store, you go to a Max, you go to a Lifestyle, you go to a Nike or an Adidas, you are asked to fill out a form where they ask you basic details, cell phone number, preference of footwear, your occupation, etc. All that data is generated by the CRM, Customer Relationship Management portal, that the company possesses. This CRM portal provides a great deal of insight into customer mindsets, helps the company to innovate. Yet another software is called Groupware, where you look at how groups are working, look at the thought process within groups, and see how this can help in innovation. Team building. The right teams are a source of never ending innovation. So, team building, I would place it right up there on number one in priority. SCM. Supply chain management looks at process innovation, looks at reducing distribution cost, looks at enhancing distribution efficiencies. A new concept here called industrial clustering, where you have many interdependent firms in a small geographic area. These firms are linked with specific kinds of technology and business infrastructure. So, if industries cluster together in the same geographical area, it really gives a huge stimulus to the growth of innovation. And larger the cluster, higher is the level of self sufficiency. The firms need not go to the external environment to try and bring in information which aids in innovation. Thus, what are the advantages of soft methods of innovation? Encourages cooperation and teamwork. Encourages entrepreneurial and intrapreneurial initiatives. Entrepreneur is someone on the outside. Intrapreneur is an entrepreneur within the firm. Strengthens knowledge management. Integrates science, technology, and market in something called fluent systems, meaning comprehensive, precise, information driven systems are called fluent systems. Emphasizes on a global oriented approach, accelerates and reduces the time to market, increases efficiency using more advanced information technologies, promotes human resource management as a strategic area within the business.